channel. I'm Daddy B. So I'm doing this video for an assignment I have to do. So just bear with me because it's my biology class. So just bear with me right now. I'll post my sources in the description of this video as well as at the end of this video. So just bear with me a little bit. I just need to get through this. This is a presentation I have to give for 1.3 because I'm a bit behind. I'm trying to catch up. So let's see if I can pass this course. So the first question one of the first questions they said is, what are 3 to 5 main points I would mark? Mark, you gotta go. Mark, you gotta go. Mommy's trying to do a video to get an A in the class, or at least a presentable grade that can get my degree. So you gotta go, Kitty. Or at least a bang. There you go. I'll pay you while I do my presentation. Okay, one of the questions my first question that was asked was, what are 3 to 5 points I would emphasize on? I picked to do 3 because it's easier for me to remember and easier for me to look my notes I took. Mark, stop it. Stop the video. So the first one will be, I never knew how easy it would be to split compared DNA. I never knew that back then it was hard. We didn't have the technology we have today. So if it was a formalization of technology, we'll be able to have so much like DNA splitting, analyzing DNA, blood work tests to compare hearts to another heart, blood type wise, it can go for a transplant. There's a lot of interesting ways for DNA now. Back in the day, you could lucky enough if you killed someone, you at least get a blood type. It wasn't a confirmed match, it was just the blood type, which could have been wide range to anyone. Nowadays, if you kill someone, there's blood, they can match the person exactly, or use mitochondrial DNA matching, which will be, you'll need the DNA from both parents, and if both parents line up, then that's the victim's child, basically. Or you can use kids from another marriage or ex-husband who match the DNA with the kids, to confirm it as well. You have all this stuff for DNA now that I think we shouldn't take it for granted. Which would be one of my main points because DNA is really important. Blood, organs, transplants. Looking at and comparing DNA is needed for that. Without it, so if someone gets the wrong kidney, they die. Yeah, not a pretty picture. Death is not funny. My second topic is, if I would have to say is important, would be the importance of the P53 gene and how it helps. Well, you see, the P35 gene is basically a tumor suppressor gene that all humans have. Humans at least have, let me check my notes real quick. Humans have 1 pair. Elephants have 20 pairs of the suppressor gene, which is why they're least likely to get cancer. While elephants have a 5% chance of getting cancer, we have a 20% chance of getting cancer because of it. Maybe if we have more of the suppressor gene, we'll have to worry about cancer, but I'm not sure what that'll do to the body. I think too much of the suppressor might do damage to our body. Based on reading my homework and stuff, I honestly can say maybe too much the P53 gene is helpful, but not too much for humans at least, because we have our own select amounts of DNA that we need to go through and such. So I'd say be careful. My third topic is the importance of the reproductive system, how we reproduce. Because remember, not everyone can give birth. So it's important to understand the human genome as well as understand how reproduction works. Like, they could do, like, not human cloning, that's illegal. And at least in the United States. I think in other countries as well, but I know in the United States it's hugely illegal. But you can use it for stem cell research as well as giving a surrogate mother. I never knew that so much goes into reproduction, like how much sperm goes into the woman's body, that only one gets to go. And how the child turns out is like possibly like 1 in a million. That child could be anything. Boy, girl. their beliefs and stuff are taught, so I can't say Christian or atheist or scientist because we don't know how they're going to turn out. DNA does not determine that. DNA determines gender, blood type, as well as any conditions that the person might get, like maybe diabetes or AIDS. Because there are children that have been born with AIDS because they got it from their parent. So, the next question was, how would I present this to a class of students? Well, if I had to present this to a class of students, I would talk about the importance of DNA and how we understand DNA and how, for not only for our bodies, but for our existence. Mark, stop. As well as giving us a better future. Mark, stop. Mark. Well, you see, you guys, DNA is really, like I said earlier, Mark, like I said earlier, DNA is very important. We need to understand it in order to make things better. We're in the future now, so there's a lot of new technology, new machines, new ways of looking at stuff. So there's a possibility that maybe we can use some of this stuff to help us evolutionize history, as well as our life. Because nowadays you see humans living longer. Back then, they lived a lot shorter. Nowadays people live a lot longer. But that's really important for us to understand how DNA works. And this goes into my third question is, with my career, what would I have to do? And how would this help my studies? Well, I want to become a nurse. So if I have to put all this research into my career, I will use it to help those understand what those around me are going through, see what I can do to help make it better. But for diabetes, back then there was you could do only shots for diabetes, but now there's pills, but you have to be a certain weight or so to get on those pills. I know because that's what my mom's working for. She's type 2 diabetes. So, because diabetes runs in my family. Because my two uncles have it, my mom has it, and my grandma's borderline, and I'm sort of getting there by trying to make some more healthier life choices to make sure I don't get that far. Plus, I think one great example of genetics is, stop it. I have three cats that live here, so I'm sorry they keep seeing the cats in the video. So, there's something I want to tell people that a lot of people don't know about me. I was born with cerebral palsy, but somehow I grew out of it. People said it was impossible, but I did. I wonder what research the DNA analysts went into that to see how I don't have it anymore. But they say if I ever get pregnant, there's a possibility I'll get cerebral palsy again. So, in my hands, I already have carpal tunnel tendonitis. So, either way, I just thought for that fun fact in there because it's like there's some physical ailments as well as those that people can't see, like mental health. Otherwise, I could put the link of the video I've watched I could put the information for my research in the link down below my subscription. Sadie, move, kitty. Mommy's trying to finish a video here. In the description, as well as what information I use. I mainly use... Sadie, go. Off to bed. Sorry about that. My main source of information will be my notes that I took, as well as from my biology book, because I actually ended up renting me a physical copy of the book, because I'm not using the digital. I'm not a big digital person, but for this class, it's all digital, so it's a bit tricky for me to keep up, because it's everything online. I don't like being in my phone or stuff all the time, which is why it's tricky for me to keep up, as well as my mental health issues. Otherwise, I want to thank everyone for sitting in and watching this for me. You guys subscribe to me. You don't have to watch this. This is mainly for my professor, so I can get my grades up. Hopefully, I did well on my presentation. I didn't want it to be too long because sometimes when you do something for too long, it's sometimes not a big attention grabber. So I tried to keep it a bit short and sweet. I have to do another video after this for week 2. I'll be doing videos for my assignments for the next couple of days. So you guys can, if you guys want to watch this, you guys can. Otherwise, this is for my professor, for his eyes, so he knows that I actually am doing my work and trying. Also, like and subscribe. I thank you all for sticking through this with me, because I know I've been through a lot this year, so I haven't been YouTubing as much. I'll try to get back into it, but I'm just going through a lot of struggle right now. With work, school, and my financial situation isn't that great. I'm just hoping to God that everything turns out okay. So this is for my Biology 120 class. This presentation is short and sweet for students and easy for people to understand. So if you guys want to share this around, I don't mind. You guys can like, subscribe as well. I'm going to thank you all for your support. I hope my professor is okay with this, because I was thinking about doing a video on there, but it's only 3 minutes long, so I thought I'd do a YouTube video about it, as well as give him the link and everything with my grades and stuff to make it work. Otherwise, I want to thank everyone for sitting down and watching through this if you want to. Otherwise, I'll see you guys another time. Otherwise, like and subscribe. This is Jazzy B. Bye.